All right. Well, despite my best judgments, I've loaded up NHL 26 again. As we discovered last night, for whatever reason, now I've only noticed it pre-deadline and post-deadline. I don't know if it happens like as soon as November, for example. But post-deadline, I try to jump into NHL edit lines, and the game bricks and crashes, right? We knew about this. I uninstalled and reinstalled the game to see if that would fix it. That didn't happen either. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I am no longer allowed to edit my lines at all. Previous seasons, I was at least able to edit my lines in the preseason. I am now no longer allowed to edit my lines whatsoever. Uh-huh. Well, right. Okay, so essentially it means I have two options here, right? I got two options. And that is option number one. Just continue on while saying I'm the GM. I don't control the lines, whatever. Option number two, of course, is like, ah, fuck this. I'm going to go play something else. We might go with option one, but not being able to decide who plays where is incredibly damaging because of the morale system, obviously. Now, there was also the thought of like, okay, what's causing this? And I am still trying to figure that out. So first things first, the coaching staff. We technically do not have a full coaching staff. Also, we brought in freaking John Cooper and Bruce Cassidy because it's funny. But we do not have a full coaching staff right now. So what I would like to do is... Oh, God. But even if I, like, fully establish the coaches, like, I'm going to have to simulate and miss out on the preseason stuff and oh, God. Like, it could be the coaches, but it's probably not. And then, of course, we tested this out last season and saying, okay, well, maybe it's because there's generated players there. But again, that doesn't break it for view lines. Like, if it's not the coach, if it's not, like, the roster, which I don't see why it would be, I cannot figure out what is causing it. I can't figure it out. Again, though, if we go AHL, edit lines, no problem. But if I click over to NHL, it's going to crash. I just don't know what to make of it. It's 100% going to be something really dumb, like a very specific X Factor combination. That was my other thought. Is what if it is something X Factor related? Because they had to change, of course, X Factors for franchise mode once they changed it everywhere else. And it's got to be just like one thing. It's trying to read, and it's not synced up, for lack of a better term, in the coding. Every time I auto load back into the frickin' original file, not the auto-saved file. Or the manually saved file. I don't know what it is. It certainly doesn't feel like it's something that I can change. You know? It certainly doesn't feel like something I can fix from my side of it. But I'm just trying to figure out what the hell it is. You know? Oh, fuck, it loaded me back. Wait, what? I definitely didn't click that file. Maybe I did. I don't know. Swear that I didn't. Take me back to 2027, please. What if you remove X factors from your players? Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could to see if that's causing it. I do wonder, though. It's like Jeremy Swayman, dialed in, sponge, showstopper. Svetobak doesn't have an injury. And McAvoy has his 3. Honestly, I kind of wanted to see, like, is there someone who's trying to, like, generate 4? Is there someone who is acting like there's an ability they're supposed to have, but, like, it's an ability from last year? Like, what is it? I just don't know the answer. I just don't know the answer. Because you would think it would be something with one individual player or something when I look at the player. It's just within the edit line menu that it's breaking. Which just doesn't make sense. What if it's Marco? It's a brand new coach that they added in. What if there's something broken with Marco? What if we make John Cooper our head coach, who's been in the game, obviously, since they re-added coaches? Nope. Okay, didn't have to do with the head coach and their chemistries. That was worth a shot. What else could it be? What else could it be? Maybe it's because you're playing as the Bruins. Bug and Bruins both start with a B. That is true. That is very, very true. I don't, like, dude, if I have to sit here and edit out all the X factors, I just don't even want to bother. And again, I've done, like, the lineup switching, too. Last season, and it was still breaking. But actually, in fairness, we didn't do the full switch out of, like, NHL and AHL. Let's see. So if, like, Swayman goes, call up Chizik, who we just drafted. McAvoy, Lindholm, Lorai. Drop you guys down for the moment. I mean, there's got to be an answer. There's got to be an answer. Send down Pasta for Vautalainen. Are we minimum cap compliant? At the moment, we're not, but we were in previous seasons when we were attempting to do this, and it was still crashing. I am just going to send down my highest rated dudes. Oops. Let's not call up Laterno because I know he has an ability on him. As far as I know, that's everybody with an X Factor except for Gotch off the roster. Let's see. Best lines. Edit lines. Okay. We've made a little bit of progress. There is an individual player or players that are causing it to crash. It does have something to do with an X Factor. But who? And now will the AHL. I'm going to save first. Now am I unable to load up the AHL? Yes, now the AHL is going to crash. So there is a player or players that are causing this to glitch and crash. Somebody on the starting roster is breaking the game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever NHL murder mystery. Who's killing my game? Is it fucking Colonel Mustard in the library with the hockey stick? Find out. EA must love you. Free QA testing. All for the cheap, cheap price of I got the game for free. Woo! Okay. So I do wonder, if we go to edit player, I wonder if we can find out the bastard from here. So like if I click on Jeremy Swayman, well, I'm able to load up Swayman at the very least. Now, of course, there's no guarantees that this is breaking the game this way, but I am intrigued. So what player is breaking it? Is it Jeremy Swayman? Is Jeremy Swayman breaking my game? No. Jeremy Swayman is not the murderer. Let it be known. Jeremy Swayman is not the murderer. Dun, dun, dun! I wish I had a hat. I wish I had a fun hat. Alright, is Charlie McAvoy the murderer? No, he is not, because the AHL Lions are still bricking. Charlie McAvoy is not the father. It's not Charlie McAvoy. All right. Oh my god. This is so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Holy. This is insane. This is genuinely insane. Oh my god. This is outstanding. This is maybe my favorite thing to ever happen. NHL Clue. Okay. So from the looks of it, Swayman is not the one causing the crashes. And Charlie McAvoy was not someone causing the crash. Alright, let's try again by calling up McAvoy. Let's back out, just go best lines. So if we go to the NHL, edit lines. Confirmed, Charlie McAvoy is not causing the crash. Charlie McAvoy is not the father. Is it Hampus Lindholm? Is Hampus Lindholm the evil son of a bitch? Uh-oh. It might be Hampus! The game's crashed! Is it Hampus? We have a Swedish murderer! It might be Hampus Lindholm! We may have cracked the case! Hampus Lindholm might be the murderer! Shout out to Raiders for the 5 months! You clicked AHL, not NHL? Uh-oh. So maybe Hampus isn't the murderer. Maybe he's not. Or maybe he is, brother. No side bread for you, brother. In fairness, like I did click best lines in the AHL. But let's see. Let me test this. If we look at Hampus Lindholm. I mean, he is... Wait. No, I mean, he's on the NHL roster. It's saved? Hampus, can I look at your player page? Okay, I mean, I can look at his player page without it crashing. I mean, he's got his 3 abilities. Okay. Let's double check. So it wasn't crashing with McAvoy. It wasn't crashing with Swayman. It's not crashing with Hampus. It did go to the AHL lines first. Hampus is not the murderer. Okay. Hampus is not the murderer. Is Mason Lohrei the murderer? We'll go best lines. Is Mason Lohrei the murderer? No, he is not. It is not Mason Lohrei, the pride of Nolans. So we have discovered that it is at the very least one person. It might not be a lone shooter. Too relevant? There is at least one son of a bitch who is causing my game to crash. At least one off of the everyday roster. And I don't know who it is. Is Nikita Zadorov the evil mastermind who is breaking my game? No, it's not Zadorov either. It's not Nikita Zadorov either. Well, these were the top 4 defensemen, and of course the goalie and Swayman from last year. Wow. I mean, we got to call up Swayman again, but again, it didn't break the last time we called him up. It's got to be doing what it did last year with giving them 2 of the same badges. Just this year, it's different levels, so it's trying to do that in a hidden way. That is a very plausible theory. Yeah, so it's not Swayman. Okay. Who is breaking my game? Who is breaking my game? Sposal and Brunet weren't on the team last year, so it's not them. Is David Pasternak the murderer? Don't let it be Pasta. I don't think my heart could take it if David Pasternak's the murderer. Please, Pasta. Don't be... Yes! David Pasternak is not the murderer. Oh, thank God. Oh, I would have been heartbroken. Pasternak is not the murderer. Okay. We still have life. Who else? Lassell? Probably not, but we might have to test this. Is Fabian Lassell the murderer? No. It loaded up just fine. Fabian Lassell is not the murderer. Is Tanner Jeannot the murderer? Is it Tanner Jeannot? No, it is not. Okay, so we're down to the centers. We're down to the centers. Hagens wasn't on the roster last year when it was crashing. We were able to look at him in the AHL, no problem. So I don't think it's him. So it's either Geeky, Kastelich, Zaka, or Lindholm. Because Patra was in the AHL without issue. Is Elias Lindholm the murderer? Is he? Elias Lindholm's the murderer! It's Elias Lindholm! You son of a bitch! Elias Lindholm is the murderer. Huh. That's not who I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be Morgan Geeky. So it was a Swede after all. So what is it in the library with the candlestick? What is it about Elias Lindholm that is killing the Boston Bruins? Mike Hollum them. Okay. Hold on. So now that we know Lindholm is causing issues, is Pavel Zacha also causing issues? Or is it just Elias Lindholm? There's two of them! Pavel Zacha's a murderer! There's two of them! How deep does the conspiracy go? There's two of them! There's something about Lindholm and Zacha that is breaking my game. What the hell? Don Cherry was right about these pinko liberals. Get them out of, I don't play hockey the right way. Get them out of my... Let me have this warm, day-old tuna sandwich. Or whatever the fuck Don Cherry liked to eat. It was gross. He's still alive, but, you know. Okay. So Zacha and Lindholm are both causing issues. What about Mark Kastelich? What about Mark Kastelich? Mark Kastelich is not a murderer. So it's Zacha and Lindholm. What the fuck? Oh god. Let's double check that Patra's good to go. Let's double check. Patra's, he's cleared. He's in the clear. Last player to look at is Morgan Geekie. Is it a triumvirate of evil? Morgan Geekie, not guilty. So, Elias Lindholm and Pavel Zacha are breaking my game. They have two different abilities. Both of them. Neither has a third. We just signed, or Lindholm had his deal. We just signed Zacha to a new deal as well. So it's not going to break from the menu. Can I load up their player page without it breaking? Yes. Okay. Yeah, hey, Cash Patel. give me a call, you incompetent fuck. So, I mean, he has no contest. Could it be there no moves? I wouldn't think so. He's got no move. He's got quick draw. I mean, obviously, I'm going to test removing them in a minute. Huh. What the hell could it be, then? Because they're not the only two players on the team with that contract status. I mean, we found our guys, but now we need to find the evidence to put them away. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, see, McAvoy and Pasta both have no movement clauses as well. Lindholm's got a no trade, or at least a modified no trade. So it's not the clauses. It has to be something about the abilities that's breaking. It has to be. So again, for whatever reason, if we go to edit lines on NHL or AHL, and Zacha and Lindholm are on that roster, it will dashboard me and exit the game. But why? It doesn't make sense for it to be the clauses, because other players have clauses. I can look at their player cards, but whenever they go into whenever we go into edit lines, they break. Why? Like, there's nothing missing about, like, the compatibility or anything like that. Now, obviously, in a moment, I am going to test if taking away the abilities helps. But what the hell? It just doesn't make sense. Okay. So if we remove... Yeah, you're right. They do have 2 gold abilities. Hold on. I mean, you're allowed to have 3 of each. Try a conversation. Maybe they'll tell you. Outstanding. All right, so if we go to Elias Lindholm, and the player loads up, that's fine. Player details load up, that's fine. Again, you still can't change any of this. The only thing I could edit is taking away the X factors. Which, again, he has no contest and quick draw. If we take those off of him, and then we try to call him up to the NHL and see what that looks like, does that fix it? Lindholm, Kuznetsov, best lines. NHL, edit lines. It is the X Factors. There is something about the X Factors that is breaking the game. Confirmed. There is something about X Factors that is breaking the game. Because if I switch over to the AHL, Pavel Zacha, who does still have that combination of abilities, it's going to break the game and dashboard me. So again, NHL with Lindholm, no abilities now. AHL, it's dashboarding me. Wow. And they don't even have the same 2 abilities, no. Might not just be those 2. Yeah, I mean... Wow. Okay. This is, What the fuck? Okay. Okay. So 2 different players, 2 different sets of double gold abilities. What the fuck? So if we go... I agree. If we go to Morgan Geekie, who was previously cleared, but he has a gold already. He's got pressure plus. If we add no contest, would Morgan Geekie then break the deal? No. So Geekie's fine. In fairness, not the same 2 abilities that Lindholm had, but still. Alright, well, what if we go back to Geekie and give him the 2 abilities that Lindholm did have? So, again, he had no contest. Let's get rid of pressure plus. Add in quick draw. Will he now break the game? No. What the fuck? What the hell, man? Is it possible the newer X Factors? No, because Lindholm had... Exactly, I guess you could say I'm allergic to the bullshit. No, like, Geeky has the same abilities. Both these were in the game last year. And Geeky, we gave the same abilities that Lindholm had. The new X Factors work by boosting attribute points. A lot of them, yes. There's like a limited time percentage boost and stuff like that. Yeah. Really weird. Really, really weird. I mean, so Lindholm, like, one of them is boosting his face-offs. I can't imagine there's an attribute that's gone to 100, but yeah, that's a good thought. He had that in no contest. Let me... I think I gotta back out to the main menu to see it. Let me see. What does... So it wouldn't be quick draw, but it could be no contest. I wanted the glossary. There we go. So, I mean, no contest adds 20% to strength, 10% to speed, 5% boost to acceleration. There is a chance it's boosting his strength over 100 and breaking it. That is absolutely a possibility. Didn't they just update no contest in a patch? Yes. It's not that because McDavid with wheels would be over 100%. I mean, I haven't loaded up a franchise with Connor McDavid, so I don't know. I might break that too. I mean, I can't believe it would be that, but you never know. All right, if we go give Lindholm back the abilities, because we gave the abilities that he had to Geeky, who wasn't a problem player, and that didn't break it. So if we go back to Elias Lindholm, we give him bronze no contest and quick draw again. Let's see. Does that break it? No, it doesn't. So if you find the problematic player, remove the abilities, and then give him back the abilities, he's fine. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm trying to wrap my head. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Can I send him down and back again without it breaking? Let's test. Yeah, I mean, if we send him down, bring him back up. He's fine for the moment. I agree, if we simulate a day, he might be okay. I'm going to have to make a new save file for that, because obviously if we continue on, we have the issues that we need to fix. That is so weird. So, like, if we advance day, edit line, yeah, he's fine. He's fine now. Potentially, at least. Okay, Pavel Zacha. Let's see if we can try to fix it for you so you stop crashing my game. That's so weird, man. So it's Big Rig and Big Tipper. See that you see, so I mean the woke liberal cuck in me does believe in rehabilitation over punishment, and there you go. I'm just saying. Prison reform now. I have cured the murderous rampage of Elias Lindholm. I am a miracle worker. Check in the mail, please. Yeah, Pavel Zacha, we can load up the AHL now, no problem. What the fuck? So it has to do with the X Factors, clearly. But what the hell is going on with it? I'm trying to wonder, like, or I am wondering, and I'm stuck wondering and trying to figure out what is it about the coding. Did they start with those X Factors? Good question. Honestly, I am going to request money from EA for this. I am going to request money. Even if it's like, 20 bucks. Even if it's like 20 bucks. I think I earned it. I think I've earned it. Lindholm does start out with those abilities. So does Zacha. They both start with those abilities. So they're not even abilities that they developed throughout the deal. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, they're fine now. They're fine now. Vasi and Tactics didn't touch abilities like that on the primary roster. They didn't. They were only focused on adding people into the game, and then I know Tactics did fix, like, Drew Doughty's endurance, but as far as I know, he didn't really touch anybody else. I can't imagine he would have done anything with the Bruins players, you know? So what if we sim towards the trade deadline, because this is when it started acting up before. This was when it started acting up before. So we're going to sim to the trade deadline, or even to like December 1st, and then see if we have the ability to edit lines or if it broke again. Watch it be something weird like the patch didn't overwrite the abilities on the players and franchise. It's almost like they're running the old ability that no longer exists. See, that was my thought, is that they were trying to develop in a way that doesn't exist anymore. Right? Like, okay, like the NHL 25 coding is still there for the ways X Factors worked last year. That's not the way they work anymore, but the coding wasn't properly fixed or addressed. So player development is acting like it's last year, except it's not. But only with some abilities, because I have seen players develop Hipster, which wasn't an ability last year, and it works just fine. So essentially, whenever you trade for a player, remove and re-add their X Factors. That could very well be the case, yes. That could be the case, yeah. If you're playing this game and you run into this bug, is there a new player on your team? Guess what? They're the problem. Reset their X Factors. Wow. Wow. Okay. We are almost to... We will stop at December 1st. God damn, man. God damn. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop the sim there. Please don't break. Please don't break. Give me a second here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's fine. Lindholm loads up just fine. Zacha loads up just fine. Okay, well it didn't break. It didn't break further. I just don't understand why players who had those abilities in the first place, why it would have caused an issue unless, like Campany said, and I can't help but think that's the reason. And again, I'm not a fucking video game designer, dude. I don't fucking know. This could literally be one small little fucking thing that just got overlooked or that wasn't even supposed to work this way. I do give them the benefit of the doubt of it. My focus here is not so much to say, EA shit. My focus is just trying to figure out what the hell is this? Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I get that a lot of people are going to watch this and just be like, yeah, no, this game sucks, dude. I ain't paying for this shit. And I'm not saying you're even wrong for that opinion. I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, like, what the hell is this? That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Okay. So I think it's trying to upgrade the X Factor and it doesn't know how, so it breaks. That is the thought, right? That is the thought. Is maybe it was trying to upgrade Lindholm to the next version. Because I do think we might have it. We might have it. I might know what it is. I might know. How many face-offs? I know what it is. It's upgrading Quick Draw. We got it. We got it. The last 2 seasons, what did I tell them to do? In the preseason conversations, I told them to upgrade their X Factor Quick Draw ability to the next level. They both, I am presuming, hit the 750 required to upgrade to the next level, but there is a disconnect that stops it from going from level 1 to level 2, and it's breaking the game. It has to do with upgrading X Factors. We got it. We got it. I guarantee Zaka also won 750 face-offs over the last 2 years. Yep, easily. That's what it is. It's upgrading X Factors. We got it! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him! We have solved the murder mystery! Who's the murderer? It's the goddamn conversation system that everybody hates. The murderer is the conversation system. But damn it, we've cracked the code. So for everybody that's like, Toogie, stop doing the fucking conversations. You were right. You were right to not want to do it. And that's why it's breaking for some people and not for others, is because it's super limited to upgrading X Factor abilities. And that makes sense because they'd be hitting the 750 number around the trade deadline. Checkmate, atheists. Checkmate. Holy fuck, we did it.